All right, hello geometry class. I had a couple of you ask me some questions on the homework from chapter 1, lesson 3. Seemed like a couple of you guys were, and probably more, you guys haven't said anything to me, confused on the second portion of the homework, numbers 10 through 23. It's just a reminder on the page that the homework's on, the numbers that the homework is going to cover, but I'm going to focus on problems 10 through 23. The instructions say, find the value of the variable and yz. So again, remember, you need two answers. Your first answer needs to be your variable. So you're solving for your variable. And then your second answer needs to be what is yz, which means you're going to need to plug in your variable that you found into the yz, into whatever the expression or the equation for yz is, to find out what that will be. So let's talk about that. So first off, now some of these answers you're going to get as a fraction. It might help to make them into a decimal to help kind of put it back into yz. On your tests and quizzes moving forward, I'm not going to give you weird situations like that. It's going to be pretty straightforward. It's not always going to be, and you guys know this, when we're solving equations, you're not always going to have perfect numbers, integers or whole numbers, but when it comes to work kind of similar to this, I don't want to add any more confusion to things. Sometimes like the homework does, so I want to try to keep it pretty straightforward. So first off, let's look at number 10. Now I did number 10 in class, right? The instructions say, find the value of the variable, all right, if y is between x and z. So I said in class, we're going to set up an x and a z, and we're going to put a y in the middle. This is, right, finding the distance on the line segments. Now, some of you have already kind of used these every single time and you plug in the information given to you, and that's fine. But I also want you to know there is another way to do it, okay? We talked about adding the two parts and setting them equal to the whole. So let's talk about what that would be. It is x, y plus y, z equals x, z, okay? So what that means is this part, x, y, added to this part, which is yz, x, y, and yz, is going to give you the whole line segment, which is x and x through z. So guys, if you use this, you're going to set this up the same every single time. The way that the homework, they give it to you, for example, number 10 says xy equals 11, yz equals, I believe it's 4c, yes, 4c, and x z equals 83. You'll start to see, if you look ahead and look at all the problems, they're all given to you the same. They give you the xy first, then the yz, and then the xz. So what we're actually doing is we're going to add this one, right? Look up here. 1, we're going to add 1 plus your yz, which is 4c, equals 83. So all these are going to set up that way. So just set them up this way. Y plus 4c equals 83. Okay? We cannot combine these together. These are not like terms. Number 11, they are like terms. You can combine them together, but these you can't. So what we're going to do is just solve equations. Oh, it's an 11. I apologize. Some of you at home are like, that's an 11. There we go. We're going to solve equations. So to get the c by itself, we need to subtract both sides by 11. These cancel out. 4c equals 83 minus 11 gives us a 72. And then we divide both sides by 4. We did this one in class. Okay? C equals 4 quarters into 7 once, and then 32, so 18. C equals 18. Remember, in the instructions, where's my other marker, sorry. Instructions say, find the variable and yz. Well, we just found the variable, so let's find out what yz is. To find yz, we have to write down, what does yz equal? Look at the part on the problem. Yz equals 4c. What is c? C is 18. So we need to say 4 times 18. Well, we just did that, right? It's kind of doing this backwards. The answer is 72. 4 times 18 gives us 72. Yz equals 72, and then we're done. And we move on to the next one. I want to work out another problem for you guys. I'm going to go down to the last one, 23. Okay, and show you how we do 23. All right, so if you have any hesitations or anything on this one, kind of pause it, go back in the video, whatever you need to do. Let's make sure that hopefully we can understand this one. This is one of the kind of starter, the ones that are a little bit more simpler than some of the others. So let's hope we understand this. Again, this right here might be the best way for you to do it. You're gonna add your first two, set it equal to the last one. Once you set it up, then find out, okay, how am I gonna solve this equation? Okay? All right, so let's do number 23. I'm hoping this helps you guys. If it doesn't and you're still stuck, you know how to reach me, reach out to me, and we'll see where we go. But this should solve any questions we have. So yz or xy, this is number 23, equals 2x plus 1, yz equals 6x, and then xz equals 81. Xz equals 81. And fix that, 81. Okay, so again, let's look at the equation that I wrote up at the top. Now, if you'd like to go ahead and put it in the line segment and solve it that way, that's fine too, but it's gonna be the same setup. xy, which is 2x plus 1, plus, what are we adding? yz is 6x, equals, right, because that's what the equation is, equals xz is 81. Now we need to look and combine our like terms. We have this term has an x, so does this one. This is a constant, it's just a 1, so we can't do anything with that. Let's go ahead and combine these two together. 2x plus 6x gives us 8x. Let's bring our plus 1 down. Equals 81. Okay, now we need to solve. This is a two-step equation. We are adding 1, so we do the opposite when we move it over. Subtract 1. This gives us 8x equals 81 minus 1, 80. We then divide both sides by 8. I'm not going to write it out. I think we should be able to do that in our head. Now we have x equals 10. Now that we have x equals 10, that's our variable. Let's find out what yz is. And you'll start to see like a pattern for yz. And if you don't, that's fine. Let's plug it in every time. Yz is 6x. 10, so we have 6 times 10. Usually this step right here should usually be pretty quick. Usually yz is something not too difficult. Okay, 6 times 10, so yz equals 60, and that problem's done. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to do any more. I just thought of one more that I needed to do. So I'm going to do number 19. Now keep in mind your odds are in the back of the book. So I'm doing 19 on purpose because you need to know how to do it. I know the answer's in the back, but 19, I'm sorry, let's do 18. 18 and 19 are similar. I'm gonna do number 18. That way, if you do 19 correctly, you could tell by looking in the back of the book. All right, I'm gonna take down 23. Actually, I'm gonna take down parts of 23 because we can use this. All right, and then I'll take this down. All right. Last one, hopefully this will help. This is number 18. 18 says xy is 3a minus 4. Yz is 6a plus 2. Sorry, it's kind of crammed there. And xz is 5a plus 22. There's going to be some work that needs to be done on this one. Camera, sorry. Okay, there's gonna need some work done on this one to make sure we get this one correct. So let's write it out. Again, xy plus yz equals xz. 3a minus 4 plus, right, because we're adding yz, so plus 6a plus 2 equals 5a plus 22. Okay, that's a long one, but it's okay. We're gonna take our like terms. So we have a 3a, we have a positive 6a, we have a negative 4 and a positive 2. We're going to combine those like terms. 3a plus 6a gives us 9a. Negative 4 plus 2 gives us a negative 2. So it's 9a minus 2 equals 5a plus 22. This is similar to a problem that we do every week on our weekly Big 20 quiz. So we need to get our variables on the same side and our constants also on the same side, but different signs. Okay, so I'm gonna move our a over to the left side of this equation, and I'm gonna move the 2 over to the right side. So we're gonna minus 5a minus 5a. I have a 4a minus 2 equals 22. Now I'm gonna bring the 2 over. Add 2, add 2. If you need to pause this to catch up or try this ahead of me, then please do that. And you can go at your own pace since this is a video and not the live class that we usually do. Okay, now we have 4a equals 24. Now, we should know the last step, right? We're gonna divide both sides by 4. I'm gonna skip writing out division. So a is going to equal 6. It's getting kind of tight down there, so I don't have no space. Okay, a equals 6. Now that a equals 6, we can now plug it back into what we need to find, yz. So to find yz, I'll move this. To find yz equals, sorry, I'm kind of out of the camera, but that's okay. Yz equals 6a plus 2. A is going to be 6. 6 times 6 plus 2. Now we're going to multiply 6 and 6, gives us 36. Plus 2, yz equals 38. You can do a quick check on these if you'd like, because we said that these two added together equals this one. You can plug in 6 for a here, 6 for a here, add them together, find out if it equals when you add in 6 or when you put a 6 in here. Okay, so there's a way to check it. But if it's an odd number, check the back of the book. If it's an even number, you can check it that way, and that's the way to do it. Or like from the very beginning we had, you can just plug in a 6 in here, plug a 6 in here, plug a 6 in here, do all your math and find out if it's true. Hopefully that makes more sense. I know that it kind of the class went a little quick yesterday, so we kind of didn't get to really get into details on the bottom part of this homework. Hope this helps. If you guys have any more questions or this isn't enough to kind of get you through, then please make sure you reach out. You guys know how to reach me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in class.